everybody, welcome back to Everybody Speaks Life's YouTube channel. My name is Gianna and thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is the second week of the gut healing series and we are going to be diving into a subject that really is impacting millions of people around the country and the world. So have you ever thought, what is actually going on when your body just kind of randomly decides that it doesn't agree with food anymore? And why is this reaction important to healing from the inside out? In my last post that you're more than welcome to check out after this video, we discussed why the health of the digestive system is important from healing from the inside out. But today we're going to be discussing the most common result of having an unhealthy gut. And that is having food allergies and intolerances. Oh crap, okay. I personally had my share of food intolerances when first seeking to overcome scleroderma. And one of the most inspiring things I've done during this wellness journey was learn how to discover what foods allows my body to thrive and how to help people like you figure out that same unique discovery. But there is a trick though. Thriving foods are not exactly the same for everybody. So one person's food really could be somebody else's poison. And because of the diversity and the uniqueness of this process, it tends to get very discouraging and overwhelming. And this is why I decided to do this gut healing series and this video in particular to help you with that next step on how to find those thrive foods for your body. And thanks to processed foods, unfortunately, food intolerances and allergies are increasing in popularity significantly. What these processed foods are compromising is the health of our microbiome. We discussed how the microbiome is the management system of our digestive system. This community of bacteria is not only imperative to the functioning of our digestive system, but also determines our susceptibility to food allergies and intolerances. And I was too guilty of this at one point, but most of us write off food intolerances. When we think of food allergies or intolerances, we think of that friend that we had in elementary school that was highly allergic to peanuts, that they couldn't even smell a peanut without it being life-threatening. More or less, when we think of food allergies, we think of anaphylaxis. So we think of that acute reaction where your body goes into the shock state and it can very well be life-threatening. And this is the only kind of food allergy that we take seriously, right? But delayed food responses act in a completely different way. And this is something that we need to take into significance as well. So these reactions to the food that we eat in a delayed response can take effect hours or maybe a day or two later. And there is blood tests to identify these food intolerances, but it is good to know that most conventional doctors often overlook these intolerances and don't take them into consideration when talking to that patient in front of them. But millions of people across the world fall into this spectrum of having a food intolerance. And because there are no direct symptoms to having a food intolerance, people can go years without knowing that they're inducing their body with inflammation. I want you to think to yourself, have you ever experienced cramping, bloating, tiredness, diarrhea, constipation, headaches, tingling, or even mood swings after you've eaten something? If so, these might be messages that your body is sending to you to let you know that a food isn't settling well with your body. I've learned that the more that we listen to these messages and the voice of our bodies, the more we get to understand what foods allows our bodies to thrive and heal. Going about intolerances really depends on the severity of the symptoms that you're experiencing. If you're feeling like every time you eat, you're experiencing one of these symptoms, likelihood is that your gut health is severely compromised and it's time for a restart. The elimination diet is a great first step. I use the same diet as my first step to revive my gut health. So the elimination diet is simply you're taking out a list of high allergen foods for the total of 14 days. So you're taking all of these foods out and removing them from your diet for 2 whole weeks. After that 2 whole weeks, you are only choosing one of these high allergen foods to reintroduce back into your diet. And that reintroduction lasts about 2 days. And after that 2 days, you essentially reassess. Are you experiencing any physical symptoms? Are you experiencing any psychological symptoms? And are you experiencing any emotional symptoms when you eat this particular food? If not, check it off. If so, you're gonna remove that high allergen food from your diet completely. And you continue to go down this list as the days go on, and you mark yes, no, yes, no. This is a really good way, again, to start from square one. You're taking everything out of your diet, and then you can move forward knowing that you're providing your body with foods that your body can thrive on. So if you don't want to take all these high allergen foods out of your diet at once, a modified version I recommend is also just taking one of those high allergen foods and removing it from your diet for 2 weeks. Now, once that 2 weeks is up, you take that one high allergen food that you removed and reintroduce it for 2 days. And then you see if you have any reactions from that reintroduction. If so, you remove it. If not, you continue again down the list. Although this form of elimination diet does take significantly longer, some people like to have everything done at once while other people are more progressive. So either one, the end goal is there. You discover what foods you thrive on. You guys, regardless of what path you use to obtain gut health, the important part here is to allow your body to speak life. Allow your body to speak, for everybody speaks life. If you haven't already, please like this video if you've enjoyed it. Also, on the bottom, I do have my blog. So head to Everybody Speaks Life now to read the blog that's affiliated with this blog and so many others. Also, please subscribe. We do have videos every Wednesday, so stay tuned. We'll be back with more videos. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind.